Tekaurangi had seen the Redwake fight and kill many times before. Regardless, it was always a special privilege to witness the elemental destruction unleashed when the master of the Karkaradon Astra was called upon to render judgment. Tyberos met the first of the boarding Tyranid warriors head-on, his own charge making the entire service tunnel quake. The force of his impact carried the Xenos off its hooves, slamming it through the air and then back down into the deck plates with an ear-splitting crack. Tyberos planted one great boot on its chitin-plated breast, and, fast as lightning, slashed down from left to right with hunger. The great swing of the gauntlet's charged lightning claws sheared through the wall to the Karkaradon's left, severed the warrior's head, and carried on to slice into the wall on the right, leaving a trio of glowing gouges to either side that were immediately splattered with purple ichor. The Redwake moved on immediately, his weight cracking open the twitching warrior's carapace as he lunged towards the next of its brood kindred. Slake took this one, its wicked, hooked tips scything down from the warrior's skull to its groin, releasing a burst of viscous gore and writhing bio-things. A follow-up thrust from hunger cracked the Tyranid's skull apart, in a welter of grey cranial matter. The combined force and speed of the Redwake's attacks was without equal. It was to be expected that the hulking chaptermaster, clad in technical dreadnought armour, would smash and break his way through almost any and all opposition. What opponents did not anticipate was how quickly Tyberos moved when roused to battle, how his gauntlets became a blur in the ichor-slashed air. While his centre of mass remained largely static, his thick plasteel and adamantium plates absorbing attacks with ease, the extra servo bundles in the armour's shoulders and arms allowed him to strike faster than even an unencumbered member of the Adeptus Astartes. It was this advantage that meant the first 3 Tyranid warriors to board the Nikor hardly managed to land a single blow. Tekaurangi, a dozen paces behind the Redwake, hadn't even raised his staff. Tyberos had advanced as far as the breach. He eviscerated another warrior as it dragged itself through the hull, its reinforced chitin no match for his ancient lightning claws disruptor fields. The lumen strips in the service corridor continued to dip on and off, occasionally throwing its length into darkness, the towering form of the Redwake left silhouetted by the actinic crackling of his 2 fists.
The pod will continue producing and birthing new bioforms,
Tyberos said, as though he wasn't single-handedly stymieing a Tyranid infestation of the Nikor's lower decks.
I'm going to purge it from within. Remain here and kill anything else that emerges.
Again, if any other besides the Redwake had uttered such orders, Tekaurangi would have questioned them. Instead, he simply confirmed over the vox and took up position beside the breach. Tyberos took one leaden step up into the orifice that had clamped and sealed around the acid-chewed hole. Servos groaning, he hauled his bulk into the opening. Beyond were the thousands of snaggled teeth that had gnawed through the hull, each longer than Tyberos was tall. Past them was darkness, emitting a gut-churning alien reek.
Rangu and the Wandering Ancestors be with you, Redwake,
Tekaurangi said, as Tyberos began to advance down the alien's gullet, squelching and crunching through membranous tissue and cartilage. If he heard the chief librarian, Tyberos didn't answer. Instead there was a roar, as Hunger and Slake's chainblade underbites activated.